style of play and all those things. The unfortunate thing with that is everybody knows who you are now, and people are sitting on him. And what he doesn't do is have the athleticism to go blow by somebody and dunk on them. That he is a terrific basketball player in the open court where we can find him, and that's why it's so important to take good shots. Because when you take good shots, he's going to get his shots. If you are forcing things and knock yourself out of rhythm, he's not going to get a lot of looks. Him or Deontay Daniels, for that matter, because teams tend to sit on him as well, too. Those guys came into the year as having 3 of the top 5 three-point shooters in the conference coming back with Deontay, Carter, and Robo. Well, Robo at 6'7", it's hard to sit on him because he can still get a shot off of you. But the other two guys, you can put longer-armed athletes on them and sit on them. So they tend to struggle a little bit. So the only thing wrong with Carter is what's wrong with this team when they don't take good shots. It'll knock them out of rhythm, and a guy like Carter, Deontay won't get their looks. So it starts with defense and getting stops, because you can get up down the floor and give him looks in transition. When you're in the half court, I'm going to sit on him and take those shots away because he is a terrific shooter. Mm-hmm. So stay positive, be patient. There's still a lot of basketball left, and there's still a lot of shooting I need for him to do.
You talked last week about Chance Moore's progress and what you saw from him early. Another couple guys you have coming in, Ryan Murphy and Darren Henson. Talk about them a little bit, kind of what you've seen maybe from tape and in person.
Ryan is a pure shooter. Everybody thinks Carter shoots it well. Ryan shoots it better than that, if you can imagine that, in terms of when he can get on a roll and make buckets. A competitor, very, very, very smart and heady basketball player, having played with a lot of great players. His dad is coaching those types of things as well, too. Darren is more of a Robo style, where he's got that kind of a body on him. He's put on a little bit more weight, but at 6'7", another what I would call a terrific shooter. Maybe not as coming into door, he won't be where Robo is right now, the consistency of it, but he has the potential to really be a really good player at this level. Both of them are going to really help us a lot.
This is going to be trip number 4 back to Eugene as a head coach now. I mean, are the emotions bittersweet whenever you go back to Oregon now, just because not only did you coach at your alma mater, but you had a successful playing career there as well?
You know, today being my birthday, so I'm a little bit older, because at one point in time I used to say half of my adult career was spent in Eugene, Oregon, from your playing days, coaching days, to living there. And that's huge. Your kids were raised there. So I think anytime you go back into an environment with that type of connection and knowing so many people personally, it's going to be a little bit different feel than going on any other road trip. But at the same time, you know, I've been out of Eugene enough. My kids now live in Portland, and I'm back and forth in the state during the off season enough that it's not that big of a deal. The bigger deal with it is having a team that's ready to compete and play.
Jordan's got a newborn. I talked to him last week. He said you're really enjoying being a grandpa now. When you make the trip back to Oregon, does that kind of help you put your coaching career and your playing career and how long it's been in perspective a little bit?
Sitting here talking to you puts that in perspective, quite frankly, to tell you the truth. Actually, to me, that question about my grandkids puts it in perspective, because usually your media aren't talking to you about your grandkids because you've been at it for so long. But it does. But I think the thing that I'm going to tell all of you is that the day I come in here at a press conference and you feel like that guy's just worn out, tired, can't speak, you don't feel my passion and energy, then it's time for me to move on. But this game is a great game. And the best part about this game is the young men that you get to develop. Guys that are coming from nowhere, nobody recruited, and all of a sudden they're on a prospect of a pro list. Guys that have had terrific careers that nobody knew about. Guys that even come in the door, your own social media beat them up as to who's that guy, and now here they are, studs. That's what coaching is about. Developing players, moving the needle with programs, winning games, all of that is important. But when it's all said and done, when you have that birthday and you get the number of phone calls that I've got, not from just around the country, but around the world, from young people that you've pretty much brought from the same scenarios, the guys you're bringing through things in this program in terms of their personal lives too, that's what this business is all about for all of us coaches, developing young people, winning games, but the experiences of giving those young people an opportunity to really grow in their lives.
And just last one for me now. You coached Jordan while you were at Oregon too. Your daughter's name is Mackenzie. Marcus was there as well. Just how many memories do you have from that experience, being able to share your coaching career in Eugene with all of them?
You know, I think when you look at coaching, I've had a chance to spend, 7 years in Saudi Arabia. I was 6 years at St. Mary's as the head coach, and we turned that program around. You're at Colorado State, turned the program. You're at Stanford when we turned the program as well, too. So the memories are plentiful because there's just so much. and so many people's lives that you have dealt with. So Oregon is just another stop that when you get off the coaching pedestal and you turn around and look back, and then you start to realize everything that is going on in terms of where you've been and the lives you've affected in that. That's when you think about it. Right now, I'm a Cougar, and my job is to build this program. So our focus is not on looking back; it's on looking ahead. What do we need to do next to tweak it, turn it, motivate, move the needle with these guys to get them to win another basketball game, to get them through hopefully having a successful season this year with a lot of basketball to go. So my meetings with my staff right now are really talking more about who we are and what we need to do next to get so-and-so ready to go, get this guy more on his game, to tweak a system this way. It's constantly, the game never, ever, ever leaves my brain. Never. And moving into this program never leaves my brain. It's every day. I don't care if it's my birthday. I'm doing a radio show tonight. You don't celebrate birthdays. You celebrate getting ready again and having some success.
All right, question. Let's go to the phones, and then if there's still questions you have, we can come back. But we're good.
Cole, what's that question? Colton?
Well,
Colton.
we basically covered the bases there.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, like you said, moving the program forward and then talking about the road trip and everything. The team struggled a lot this year on the road, has yet to get a win away from Pullman. Is there anything specifically for this road trip that you're looking for, like to prepare differently? Maybe have them dress differently, wear a different shirt or something on a certain day?
No. First of all, if you look at our road games, this will be the second road game, and the first one being the Montana State game over in the Tri-Cities. And even that game, you were still kind of banged up because Isaiah Wade had just gotten back, but not gotten back on this game. So you're really literally, if I'm saying this correctly, the first road game where we've had our whole team, and our whole team being healthy. And the key to this week is just getting them on their game so that when we get into those two environments over there, the energy in those two buildings are going to be at another level than these new guys have ever seen before. And hopefully their games and their confidence is ready to raise up to that level. Because if they do, then it's going to be two great games with us putting ourselves in an opportunity to win games as well, too. And that's the biggest thing that you look at in terms of going on the road this time. You don't look back again and worry about what's here. We know what happened, and even in some of those road games, you're right there to win the game. I'm anxious to get on the road and to see how our team's going to respond with everybody being together and everybody being healthy now.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Can I keep you for 1 second? Yeah.